and welcome to the Crafting Cafe podcast, episode 9.
Ellie's taken over the introduction because I failed. It's episode 9, guys. We've got to 9, Ellie.
I know how.
How have we done it?
It's been a long road.
It's been a long road. Do you know what? It's been harder to get to actually doing this episode today than it has to get to episode 9. This has been the most...
It has.
just awkward
But
before. Anyway, we're here.
There's no journey without bumps.
You're very spiritual today.
Did that make sense?
Yeah. I kind of know what you mean.
That was good, wasn't it?
Very good.
I thought that's
really
not going to
mood
come out
today.
today. Yeah, because I'm going home after this.
Ellie's got new glasses.
I have.
Ellie, should we tell the podcast how you lost your glasses?
Well, you can. I can't really remember. I don't know the story.
It's Christmas time, as in we don't look very Christmassy. We need hats or something. I've got sparkly Santa hat downstairs. I'll go get them in a minute. For the next bit.
Okay.
Continuity will be all off. I'm sorry. So we had our office Christmas party, and Ellie was supposed to be in work the day after, and she partaked in the party a little bit too. She was going to party hard, and she partied hard.
I did.
And
go hard or go home.
Then when Julie...
Living for the moment.
When
I wasn't thinking of tomorrow.
No, you wasn't. You wasn't thinking about tomorrow. If you saw her the day after, wow.
I should have thought about tomorrow.
Our agony aunt dropped us off, didn't she?
Yeah.
So she dropped Ellie off home because Ellie couldn't have got home any other way. And
Apparently I wanted to stay out longer.
You did. And
that would not have been a good choice.
Did we do this on the podcast? There was a moment where Julie and Jess said, you're going to have to get her to the car because nobody else is. So I just kind of like hurried you along.
While taking selfies of me.
I took a few photos of your...
In the wind.
Yeah, wind swept Ellie. And then I said that Ellie's from Kidderminster, not to offend Kidderminster, but she didn't like that. So she said, Julie, turn left. And then Julie secretly just snuck in left down this country alley. And there's a big twig in the middle because it was when Storm... What was this? Dara?
Yeah.
When Storm Dara was there, and then Ellie was like, don't worry, I'm from the countryside, I'll get out and take the twig. So she got out of the car and went to chuck the twig in the bush. You don't remember any of this?
No.
She had her glasses on her head at this point, and then the glasses were no more. 24 hours later, Ellie had lost everything. Glasses.
Everything.
Ring.
All the contents
Hope.
on my bag. Yeah. It was not a good weekend.
Did you have... that feeling of, what happened last night? What did I do? What did I say?
Kind of.
But you knew you got home, though, because Julie looked after you.
I think the sadness of losing my glasses overrid all of that.
Yeah, that you were really downbeat about the glasses.
Yeah, well, I need them.
For about 6 months, though, if I knew you had glasses that had one lens, like one arm and
had
blue
no
tack
arms.
around it.
No
and
arms.
everything.
Used to have to balance it on my face.
I didn't really understand why you were so sentimentally involved.
Because I could still see, even though I was balancing them on my face.
Okay.
But
wow.
yeah, but it was a good party.
That was a party.
Hayley got me drunk. That's what
don't
happened.
blame Hayley.
Hayley was buying all the prosecco bottles.
If you are having your own Christmas party, just be careful. Think about the day after. If you're watching this. Ellie didn't. But then also live for the day.
Yeah.
And all those powerful quotes.
Never again.
It was a nice time, though.
It was really good. We played a game, didn't we?
Where's your peg at? You
have to peg people with a washing line peg without them knowing, and then you have to sing a song to them.
Where's your...
I did do it to one of them. I'm not going to name who, but they didn't want to sing the song, did they? And I was really sad about that.
There was a few awkward situations with the peg.
Yeah, I was like, are you going to sing the song? No.
You were trying to put the peg in weird places, though. Put the peg on Barry's hat. That was good. Yeah. I nailed that one. Lots of things going on, Ellie. We've also been recording TikToks. We're going viral, aren't we, Ellie? That's what the Crafting Cafe is doing now. We did
which, by the way, was the day after all that happened, so I couldn't do it properly.
Ellie couldn't move her hands properly, and then me and Julie have done a great Devil Wears Prada TikTok as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's the best one.
Good acting from Julie.
That's the best one. Yeah, really good. Well done.
Yeah, these are all come from Hayley. You right? You got an itch
I've
there?
done it. I think I've got a real bad itch.
Oh, okay, you carry on scratching
the pickle.
What else is going on? Do you know where I've been?
You've been to Frankfurt.
I've been to Frankfurt.
That came out really weird.
I've been to Frankfurt. So I am on the jury for the craft industry products jury at Creative World. Creative World is one of the biggest events in crafting. It's in Germany. It's in Frankfurt in February, and I'm on the jury. So there was 4 different categories. There was, I'm going to get these wrong, there was Product of the Year, there was Artist Product of the Year, there was Children's Product of the Year, and then there was another one which I've now forgotten. I want to say Kit of the Year.
Okay.
So yeah. So I went to Frankfurt to judge the products. We got to use the products, play with the products, judge them. Can't tell you who the winners are. You'll find out in February.
So how did you get on to doing that then?
I don't know. Someone asked me.
Oh.
Kind of a big deal in craft here, Ellie.
Yeah. Well, being the MD, you'd think so.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us?
What date in February?
7th.
The 6th or the 7th?
It's the week of the 5th to the 8th, Creative World, something like that. And it's at Messrs Frankfurt. What can I tell you? I can tell you some of the nominees. There's some really cool products from Himi.
Okay.
Some sustainable products from Himi. Oh, Sustainable Product of the Year. That was one of them, actually, as well. There was some Craft Buddy products. There was some Sizzix products in there.
Nice.
There was some amazing paints. And there was a resin, which is part of the sustainable product. I nearly gave it away there. Which is literally, what was it made of? It was made of like palm oil or something. But it's totally eco-friendly resin, completely. Like made of natural parts, made amazing resin stuff. So that's cool.
I think if I've got to pick any craft that's my favourite, it probably is resin.
There were some bowls and other samples. It was really cool.
I like resin.
What else I do? Oh, I made a mistake though. So in my whole life, I've never slept through my alarm. I slept through my alarm.
Not on the day of the thing. Yeah.
Slept through my alarm.
Were you very late or not that late?
25 minutes. I felt
It's
terrible.
not even 15 minutes, is it?
They called me and said, "Hello, where are you?" I had just woke up. Oh, I felt so bad.
Can you say the excuse? Did you say an excuse?
I just owned up to it.
Oh,
I was going to make an excuse.
Good. Honesty
I
is
just
the better
owned up to
policy.
it. I was going to make some. I was going to make some random excuse up. But to be fair, it was a late flight in, but I don't know what happened. I've never slept through an alarm in my life. So I actually ended up getting there on the time I should have got there if it was English time. So when I walked in and everyone was waiting, I was like, ha ha ha, I'm still on English time. Tried to make a joke.
Did they laugh?
A little bit. I was the only English person there as well, which is great, but I felt very bad about it because they were talking so much like in English and they were trying to talk in English, which they were trying to help, which was nice, but I just felt bad about it. Because
at least, but maybe that could be a thing for you for your New Year's resolution. Learn a language.
Yeah, I thought I should have listened more for German at school, but yeah, it was good. It was fun.
I got told I couldn't do languages at
Why
school.
not? Just because you
Don't
can't?
know.
Didn't think you'd be good.
They didn't believe in me.
What language would you do if you could pick one?
Probably Spanish.
Spanish. Espanol. Espanol.
Yeah, probably that. I do like other languages.
I don't think you were being languagist.
No.
Do you know what else is new in the crafting game? Our mate, friend of the podcast.
Hayley.
No. You know how I'm trying to make out that Tom Daly is a huge Crafting Cafe podcast fan?
Oh, right, yeah.
He's got a new TV programme.
Game of Wool.
Game of Wool. It's like Game of Thrones.
Has anyone seen that?
Wool.
Is it out yet?
No. It's
They're asking for applications.
They are asking for applications in production. You going to go on?
Oh, I don't know
I
what to do
think
with
we
wool.
should try and get Tom on.
And out to knit.
You can get Tom on to sponsor. A sponsor. You can talk about Game of Wool. If you're listening, Tom, come on. I'm going to keep pimping you out. What am I about? I don't know. I'm going to keep talking about you in hope that you're... Sorry, don't defamation for saying pimping. What am I going on about? I'm thinking a whole...
God.
Oh, edit this out, Liam. Yeah, so Game of Wool. That's fun.
I wonder what games they're going to do on wool.
That sentence makes no sense. I wonder what they're going to do.
Is it not just going to be like a Great British Sewing Bee?
I think it's going to be like the Sewing Bee, but with wool.
What does that mean?
Stay tuned, you'll see soon. You don't know what the Great British Sewing Bee is? It's not really in your area, is it? You're more papercraft.
So what is it? Is it complete? Please may someone explain.
They do like tasks each week, so they'll make like different garments.
Sewing related tasks each
Sewing
week.
related.
Might be a dress related, might be a quilt, might be a knockout.
Right,
like
kind of like MasterChef, but with sewing.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
We have a guest on today,
We do have a guest on today.
and it is
Mark Smith. Was you going to drum roll?
Mark Smith.
Yay!
That was terrible.
Yeah, because it's not a drum roller table.
Have you got your questions ready for them?
I've got questions ready. Have you got your questions ready?
Yeah.
Are they
Thanks
jewellery
so much.
related? Are they person related?
Bit of both, bit of a mixture.
Just to say, why have you just jumped straight to the guest again?
I don't...
Are we not doing your random question anymore?
Oh.
It's on the call sheet. It's on the... Why are we not doing it?
Why are we so angry at that then? It's on here. Because everyone's wrecked this for me. Just
Okay,
saying,
why?
putting it out there on the podcast.
Why?
Because it's forced. You can't force the random question. Hence why it's random.
Yeah, but just the first thing that comes to your head now, just say it.
Why do people have eyebrows?
That's a great question. That's exactly what it's supposed to
Well,
be.
then, okay,
why do
why?
people have eyebrows?
Why?
There's no, because I know eyelashes. There's a
Yeah,
function, isn't there? But
That's a brilliant question. This is what you need to do. Just off the cuff. Don't think
Here we
about
go.
it too much.
Maybe I'm trying to save
Yeah,
the
you're trying to-
podcast, you know what I mean?
Why do people have eyebrows? I don't know. There's not actually like a reason, is there, for your eyebrows? They're not like saving anything.
They're like...
Are they
You'd look
stopping
odd
rain?
with... I
Are they
feel like
stopping
you'd
rain
look
going into
strange
your eyes?
without them, though,
Is that
wouldn't
not
you?
your eyelashes?
But your eyelashes do that, don't they? Stop dust.
Some about sweat, perspiration,
Yes.
yeah,
Perspiration.
perspiration.
Why
Maybe. Do you know
people have
why?
eyebrows? No.
No. Maybe we should Google these and then should I Google it quickly now?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like if you weren't born without eyebrows, like everyone wasn't born without eyebrows, you wouldn't look different, would you?
Why
But
do
like,
people
why?
have eyebrows?
Do you know what I mean?
Experts say that eyebrows have two main purposes: keeping moisture out your eyes and communication.
True,
There you
they're
go.
very
you go.
for your expressions, aren't
So
they?
they protect your eyes so
Yeah.
things don't go in your eyes, and they're for expressing, like winking.
You don't wink with your eyebrows, though, do you?
You do. Your eyebrows are part of it, though, because your eyebrow goes down. Is that not the first thing you see when you wink? Can you not wink? Oh, that's really bad. It's your eye, but your eyebrow goes as well, doesn't it? It's like a whole...
I don't know which one.
Can you wink? Oh, gosh.
Wow. That's how people fall in love, you know.
Not with a wink like that.
Not
though.
with,
Not with a wink like that. Wow. Why are you just going not with...
Sorry. What? No.
What was that
I'll
about?
wink at Hayley instead then.
Not with
I don't know.
Why did you just call me
I didn't call you
No, let's move on. Okay.
This is the end of
This
the
is
podcast.
we might not get past episode 9, guys. Me and Ellie are falling out. Everyone behind the scenes has fallen out. Julie can't even be bothered to be here today.
Julie's having a fun day though.
What's she doing?
Just to say, Julie, we love you. I know you've just got a day off.
Is she doing anything crafty?
Yeah, think
Julie was
so.
upset with us yesterday as well, wasn't she?
Because you called her a yapper.
No, not that one.
Why?
Because she's come in twice on a Thursday for a podcast that we haven't recorded.
Yeah,
And I could sense that she actually meant what she was saying to
Yeah.
yesterday. She wasn't happy about it.
she wasn't. No,
She loves
that's
being
not
part
my
of it.
fault.
She doesn't want to miss it.
No,
You were ready to do one yesterday. You were, weren't
I
you?
was.
Yeah.
I was ready.
We're sorry, guys. It's a very busy season here at the moment. We are coming back. We're going to come back for season 2, aren't we? We've got loads of plans for season 2. Don't forget that you can let us know what you'd like to see on our socials, can't
Yeah.
you? So if you want to see anything particular for season 2, less of Ellie, more of me.
Yeah,
You know,
why not?
more of Liam,
More of Hayley, more of Julie.
less of Scott, more of Julie, more guests.
Just 2 guests together.
A particular guest. Yeah, just 2 guests together. Us standing up. Less live performances. The live one was hard.
I don't know about the
I
live
didn't
anymore.
enjoy the live anymore.
It was just a bit frightening, wasn't it?
a
Well,
bit
my
dull.
arm felt like it was going to break
Because you
off
were doing
because I
this
was.
the whole time, holding the mic. holding the mic
Holding-
with Julie.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Was
There's
it?
a lot going on.
But you did call Julie a yapper yesterday.
Why is yapper being a bad thing?
Yapper has
Bad
very
connotations.
negative connotations
Okay.
to the wording.
I've got a really good question, actually. But
Yeah.
should I save it or ask now? Do you have any, or what is your crafting ick? That was giving me my question for Julie. Like, what is just like a thing that you're like, ugh, why do they do that in crafting? I think Julie would be good. That's a good question for Julie. She's probably got loads. Yeah, we'll save that one. If you are watching, you'd
Do
like
you have
to
a crafting
comment.
ick?
Yeah.
I do actually. Yeah.
Okay. go
No,
on,
you
go
say yours first.
Go first.
Please, can you go first?
Okay. So my one is, you know when people go, oh, and here's one I made earlier, and it's nothing like what they're making, and it's like completely different, and it's clearly not been made by them. or it's
Right.
been made by somebody else, or you did it. You just can't do that because that's not the thing. It's just all a bit faked.
Do you know, I
And I hated Art Attack when it was like that.
think with
Here's what I've
craft...
done earlier. It always annoyed me.
Yeah.
Just show me.
Yeah.
see it.
Just do it. Yeah. Just make it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think out of crafting, it's like the secret language in it.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, like fussy cutting. Why can't you just say you're just cutting something out?
She's got to add a word to it though. What's fussy about it? What does
What
that
is-
even mean?
what is
What does
fussy?
fussy mean?
Because it's not fussy anymore with the die cut machine. It's very straightforward.
Yeah. Well, what is fussy cutting?
And also like embossing, debossing. Also dies. Why are they called dies?
Explain it to me. Do you know what I also don't like? You know, double-sided tape, where you tape the other side of the
Very
tape off
hard,
with, like,
isn't
and
it?
people use a tool, but people use it just with a hand.
Yeah.
It's when people do it with a hand and then can't do it. Just get the little stabby thing and
No, but there's tools. There's
or
like
some scissors or
we have guests on Hobby Maker that now
Yeah.
we've got tools that
Yeah,
where it
little
makes it so
product.
easy
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. There you go. Crafty Nick, we're going to save that one for you, Julie. But message in.
I
Let us
reckon
know.
Julie would get very
On, what are we on?
On it.
Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook,
Facebook, anything else?
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, let us know.
No, not SoundCloud. I don't know why I said
SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
Is that what you listen to music on?
No,
you
I don't know
okay?
where I thought of SoundCloud.
Right, yeah. Spotify.
All right,
LimeWire. You're
we're on
downloading
Spotify, aren't
stuff.
we?
Napster. Right.
We are on Spotify, yeah.
Ellie, shall we get our guest in a minute?
Yes,
And
please.
who is our guest?
Mark Smith.
Coming up after the break, Mark Smith.
Hello.
That was a bit insane. I've never seen a clapperboard before.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good
afternoon.
Brought for us.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
I've just done an Advent tutorial. My second one for the Advent calendar for JewelleryMaker. So that went really well. Whole lots of ladies and gents joining us via Zoom.
So
Wow.
talk us through what is the Advent.
And welcome, Mark Smith.
Yes.
Sorry.
I know it's not just
It's
jumping.
okay.
That was me. So every year for the past, my gosh, how long have we been doing this? 7 or 8 years now. You know the big brands like the Tiffany's and the BMWs and the cheese companies and the gin companies, they bring out an advent calendar every year. So we thought a few years ago, why don't we bring out our own?
Yeah.
So we have this amazing box set, and in each of the 24 doors is a jewellery making component. We sold, they did really well, and lots of people bought them, and they're really popular. And then we thought, what can we add to it? So 3 years ago, we came up with the idea of, was anyone who bought the advent calendar, hidden inside the advent calendar was secret Zoom codes
Oh my gosh.
for us to do Zoom workshops
Yeah.
to use the components from each of the doors. So I did one last week, I've got one today, and then I've got one on the 23rd.
That's so exciting, though,
Brilliant
isn't
fun.
it?
I think we were joined by about 120 people today. It was really busy.
Wow.
And then we can talk to them and they can ask questions if there's anything that they're unsure about. So it's brilliant.
So I've never heard of that before. That's
Mm.
so good, isn't it? And they
Yeah.
obviously have the jewellery ready for them
Yeah.
to make and whatever.
I mean, what we should do is we should open the doors together,
Yeah.
but I can't wait. I have to have a little look, and I think our viewers have a little sneaky look as well,
So
which is fine, which is all good
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
We had a lady join us today making jewellery with a cockatiel on her shoulder. Yeah, amazing.
I've never heard of that either before.
A cockatiel.
fun,
A
though.
cockatiel. It's a next step up from a budgie.
Oh wow.
So it's a little parrot.
I bet it's nice to
cockatiel.
see them all as
That's
well,
great
isn't
fun.
it? Getting
It's great
involved
fun.
and everything.
We had a lady once who joined me on a Zoom call during COVID, and she had a 6-foot anaconda draped around her neck
God, I
while she
could
was making
never.
jewellery and chatting to us.
Oh my god, I could never.
Crazy. We get lots of people with their cats on their laps and the dogs come
Yeah.
to say hello and things.
But then you get an anaconda.
a 6-foot snake draped around this lady. She was like Britney Spears.
And was
honestly.
it just? It didn't.
just laid there and slithering around while she was.
Ugh. I'd be sick.
No, you
Sorry.
couldn't do that.
I don't mind. I
No.
don't mean that, but I hate snakes.
You don't like snakes?
Not at all.
Ah,
No.
I don't mind.
So how did you get into jewellery making?
So I've been jewellery making now for 13 and a half years. It's been a long old time. So I've always been into craft ever from a small child. So I've had a go at knitting and cross stitch, which is another one of my current loves.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a go at mosaicing coffee tables and flower pots. And then I had a go
Nice.
at watercolour painting and then oil painting. So I've always dabbled in something. And I'm actually a horticulturist by trade. I'm a gardener. That's been my profession ever since I left school. And I was working in a quite busy garden centre in Oxford, and I'd been there 10 years and loved the job, absolutely adored it. And then one afternoon, and you have all these health and safety training sessions where they show you how to lift things properly and bend your knees and have your back straight. So I've been on hundreds of these courses, completely ignored everything I was taught, picked up a heavy box, and I heard this huge crack and my back had gone. And I was physically locked. So I had to get an ambulance, and took me to hospital, and they straightened me out. But I was off work for 3 months. They signed me off for 3 months because I just couldn't move.
Jesus.
And then you get up and you're absolutely bored. So you get your remote control and you start flicking through the channels. You start at 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go into the hundreds.
Yeah.
And JewelleryMaker, the shopping channel, had only been on air for 3 months. It was a completely new channel. Steve Bennett and Jim Poirier decided that they wanted to go for a channel that would enable people to make their own jewellery, not just buy already made necklaces and earrings and rings and things. And I had just channel flicking one morning, came across this channel, and the fledgling presenter, lovely Lucy Nichols, was presenting, and she was fantastic at her job. And by the end of the show, I'd signed up. I'd given them all my details, and I bought some jewellery making kits, and I'd had a dabble at making jewellery before, but what was different about JewelleryMaker is they used genuine gemstones rather than plastic and glass and things. So a couple of days later, my first kit arrived, and I tuned in, and then bought something else, and tuned in, and bought something else, and this snowballed. I mean, it was ridiculous. I was making all this jewellery. Still off work, so my mum was getting lots of presents and neighbours were getting presents. I don't wear jewellery, so I was just making for gifting. And then I went back to work part-time, and I had all this jewellery, and I thought, oh, God, what am I going to do with this? And it was suggested that I just dabbled in craft fairs. So I did a local craft fairs that went really well, and went back to work full-time. And when JewelleryMaker first started, there was a little segment called the Sunday Sofa Challenge. So every Sunday, the viewers would email in their details and the email address and things, and we would pick 2 people at random to come onto the show on the Sunday, live in the studio, to sit alongside the presenter. They would get given a kit or some components. They would spend the whole 4 or 5 hours on the show. And it's a nice way for them to make jewellery, say hello, mum, and they're 5 minutes of fame. And I sent my name in, didn't think I would be asked, and lo and behold, I got email saying, would you like to come in and have a go at this Sunday sofa? So I live in Oxford, so it's about an hour and a half journey in. So came up on Sunday, did the whole 5 hours, a lovely afternoon, went back via Studley, and there's a little stately home that we popped in, had a bite to eat, went home. And on the Monday, I got an email from the sales manager saying, we're really impressed with the way you came across on screen. You're confident, you didn't let it faze you, you knew what you were doing, you obviously were passionate about JewelleryMaker. Do you fancy coming back in 2 weeks' time for an audition to be a guest designer? Now, guest designer on JewelleryMaker, you have the presenter, and then you have a guest designer, and the guest designer's role is to show how to use the components, how to make jewellery, and to how to inspire people to buy components to make their own jewellery. So I thought, well, in for a penny. So 2 weeks later, did the audition, got the job, and then I was invited back once a month to do a show, twice a month to do a show, 3 times to do a show. Could you run some workshops? Could you start making some instructional DVDs for us? And after 2 years, I'd gone up to 4 shows, all the DVDs, all the workshops. Couldn't cope with that and working full time at the garden centre. So sat down at home and made the decision. Which one? And the garden centre was so lovely, and my job's still open there now if ever I decided I wanted to go back into the gardening world. So I came to JewelleryMaker full time, and so I've been here 13, well, it'll be 14 years next, because JewelleryMaker celebrate next year their 15th birthday, and it'll be my 14th birthday. So,
that's amazing, isn't it?
Yep. So I'm now doing 6 shows a month and all sorts of social media bits and pieces, and no, it's great. Absolutely, just love it.
Can you remember the first kit that you brought?
I can. I've still got it at home.
What was it?
I've still got it. It was a purple organza bag And inside I got a findings pack, and findings are things like your head pins to put your beads on and your earring wires. And then you got a threading pack, which had your beading thread and your elastic and bits and pieces in. And I had 3 strands, and I had a strand of black tourmaline chips. I had a strand of amethyst ovals, and I had a strand of black, I think it was onyx or agate 10mm rounds.
I really need to get into this jewellery world because
it's
I have no idea
amazing.
what
It's absolutely
what they
incredible.
look like, what you
No,
just said.
It's amazing.
But
And I think that's why I've liked it so much, is because you're using gemstones, natural gemstones. So up until 7 years ago, we were part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, a company owned by Steve Bennett and his family. And then he decided that he wanted to sell JewelleryMaker, and a firm called Immediate Media, a publishing house, bought us. And Immediate Media are responsible for Good Housekeeping magazine and Wildlife magazine, Gardener's
Okay,
World, all
yeah.
the BBC titles. And they wanted to have a little dabble in TV shopping. So for 3 years, we were owned by Immediate Media, and we had our studio in Ivy House, which is a beautiful house a couple of miles down the road on the way to Henley and Arden. And because we were no longer part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, we could bring in other materials to use, not just complete gemstone jewellery. So we could bring in Swarovski crystals, we could bring in Czech sea beads, Miyuki sea beads from Japan, all the glass bits and pieces. So it completely opened up a complete new world to jewellery making viewers. And then after a while, Immediate Media decided, I don't think TV shopping is for us. And Steve Bennett of Gempori brought us back, and we came back here. And so we've had lots of different changes, and it's been absolutely brilliant. So I've been
Hi,
through it
Mark.
all and this gentleman here.
Here he comes.
This
I'm
gentleman
so
here
sorry.
was here from my first day onwards.
Hello.
Hello.
What have we been talking about?
My journey, how I discovered JM.
The Mark
and
Smith
Love
journey.
it.
The Sunday sofa.
It's been quite a
Did we
journey,
go to the
hasn't
Sunday
it?
sofa days? Ooh.
Right back to the beginning.
Ellie, you would have loved a
Yeah.
bit of Sunday sofa.
That's
I know.
great.
I think I will.
And in those days, we actually had a sofa,
It was actual
Oh,
sofa.
yeah.
a grotty, smelly,
It was a
leather,
bit horrible, yeah.
Oh, no.
horrible
It
sofa
wasn't the
in the
nicest
studio.
sofa.
Yeah.
It wasn't the one that was in the green
no.
room like 2 years ago.
Probably.
Might
I think it
have
was the
been.
same one. Was it metal
Yeah.
and the things come off, the slats come off?
I don't
And you
know.
sat
it
back
might
and it
well
was a
be.
bit like back. Yeah, it wasn't great.
And Andrew, my other half, because we came up together, he sat in the studio the first day for the whole 5 hours, and we went. And then on the second one, I came from audition, he dropped me off, and then went to the stately home we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And then I've come up, I'm like, he's not interested in that at all. So,
No.
but
Mark was great
Yeah.
though. We knew he was destined for something after the
Well, yeah,
first
Mark,
time.
Mark
You were
just
great.
said. The
was
next
great
day
fun, wasn't
after.
It was good. Fun.
Had an
14
email?
years, you know,
I
in
know,
July
it's-
next year.
That makes me feel very old because that means
It's
that
mad,
I was
isn't it?
yeah.
Were you a floor? Were you still
Floor
doing
manager.
floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started off with floor. Sort of.
So your journey's been a lot bigger than mine, hasn't it, really?
Oh, no, not at all. It's all comparative, isn't it, to different things? No, yours has been.
But now you're
amazing.
managing director of a massive craft company,
Stop
aren't you?
it,
Not
Mark.
just
Stop it.
just jewellery
Stop
maker.
it. Makes me nervous. That's why I've just been. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was late. I was in a meeting.
Lots of
No,
meetings you have.
lots of meetings. Too many meetings, Mark.
Well,
Too many
I've done
meetings.
a
Too
show
many.
this morning, and we've just filmed my second advent calendar
know.
Zoom workshop.
They sound
great.
You're not stopping,
amazing.
are you, today?
No,
Getting every penny today,
well,
Mark.
Yeah.
it's great fun. And I did my first spree because I don't do
Oh, did you do
social.
spree?
I really don't like social media at all. But
This is
I
going
had
on
my
social media.
I know,
okay?
I know. And my first ever podcast. So last week I did my first ever spree shopping thing on
Nice.
Facebook.
Did you
That went
enjoy
well.
it?
Went
Yeah,
well.
it was good.
Yeah?
It was really good.
I did my
Yeah.
first one on the weekend as well.
Oh, did you? I like the interaction from people. It's,
Yeah, I don't think people
it's
would
really
hear us
nice.
for the first 10 minutes.
So you didn't turn,
but-
Ellie didn't turn the mics on.
I did.
Oh.
I
You
did.
push it in.
No, it's brilliant.
I
I'm
did.
just too old for social and technology and stuff.
I've got the
too
social
old.
medias, but I don't really use them.
No.
I'm a bit like weird about it. I just don't use them. I don't know why.
No.
So I've
I'm
got them
just
on
Yeah.
about to
Facebook.
take with Facebook.
Yeah.
I
But
love
apparently
Facebook.
that's attached to Instagram.
Yeah,
Which
Meta,
I never knew.
All the same.
Yeah,
All the same.
but the whole TikTok
That's the-
thing, it just doesn't.
There's a marketeer in the room.
So we've got some more questions
Where did you
for
get to?
We haven't asked any yet.
We haven't asked any yet. We've had a nice introduction.
Yeah.
Got to know Mark.
Oh, these are all very jewellery related.
I know. I thought,
General
it was, I
question.
thought
I've
it
got-
was about something else.
No, let's should we go general.
I would really like to know about your tattoos.
Are we keeping this in the podcast? We've got Mark's
Who told
look.
you about that?
Don't shoot the messenger.
We've got a few people around the office what to speak to you about.
I haven't got my glasses. I can't read any of
It
that.
says his tattoos.
Don't worry if not. We can move on from that.
It's always a quiet one.
I know,
isn't it?
yeah, it's quite.
I'm
I
probably
know
the most
Ellie's gonna tease
untattooed
you.
person you'd ever.
I'm excited.
I'm not going to show you. I'm not exposing
Well,
you to them.
Mark has some
Yeah.
tattoos. There you go.
Yeah, and piercings. And that's all I'm going to say about my piercings.
You're making it more mysterious than it is.
Well,
isn't it?
lovely. We used to have a lovely presenter here called Jenny Cleary,
Oh,
who
gosh,
outed
yeah.
me live
Oh,
on air
wow.
about my piercings.
I can only imagine your reaction to that live on
Yeah,
air.
it was a bit embarrassing.
Well, we'll move on from that one.
Yeah, I would move on.
Why did you go straight in there, Ellie? Can
Because
I
I don't know,
So
maybe it'd
I've
be like a
got-
sleeve.
I've
I
got
don't
4
know.
tattoos.
4. There you
Yeah.
go.
A scrolly thing on my back, a phoenix across my chest, which was the most painful thing I've ever
How
gone
big
through
is
in
it?
my
Chest is painful.
entire
Yeah,
life.
chest is very
Because they go over
painful.
the rib cage,
Yeah.
and then you get a breather, and then it's a rib, and
Yeah.
then a breather, and that, yeah. So
Is it quite big?
yeah, and then I've got half sleeve on my arm, which the chap who did Robbie Williams tattoos did.
Oh,
wow,
nice.
cool.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so that's a bit of a
Claim
claim
to
to fame.
fame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a tiny one on here for my 18th birthday, which I'm not going to tell you what it was, that I've had tattooed over with
Right.
my own design.
And what is that own design? Are we allowed
It's
to know
like,
that
it's
one?
like a Celtic
Okay, yeah.
design.
I think
Nice.
they're quite creative. No, you don't have to. Have you created any of them? Have you drawn any of them? Or
This
been
one,
part of
this
them?
one I
Yeah,
have.
nice. Amazing.
Yeah, so it's
Nice.
really personal. And no, the one on my chest, we lost my grandmother, must be, 15 years ago now. And she left me a couple of £100. And I thought, I just don't want to spend it on shopping or something like
No.
that.
That's nice.
So I thought I'd get a tattoo. So every time I get out of the shower and clean myself up and look in the mirror, it's always going to be
that's
there.
nice.
So,
Yeah.
I've got
and it's a
rose here from
phoenix. Yes, it's a phoenix.
Yeah.
So rising from the ashes
Yeah,
and all that
yeah,
sort
yeah.
of stuff. But
That's
Nice.
nice, meaningful.
yeah, but
tattoo.
nobody would have a clue though. That was
No.
pierced
There you
or-
go.
or
Now Ellie-
tattooed.
I'm
Ellie's
sorry, I
outed
just
it.
blurted
Ellie's
that
outed it now. Yeah. I like sentimental tattoos. So I have a
Yeah.
rose for my nan.
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
I've got a new one here which my daughters drew, which is like
Oh.
stick family and then a heart, which my
Nice.
daughters.
What I love seeing on social is celebrities tattooing on people, and then it's autographs, and then they go and get
Oh, yeah,
them
they go and
tattooed.
get them.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
There's one I
yeah.
saw of
Nice.
Adele, who tattooed a lady's breast at one of her concerts, and then she had it then
She had it
tattooed.
tattooed.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's quite clever, actually.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
Lots of
that's
people
good
do
idea.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Should we
don't
go
know if
into
I'd do
general
it.
questions? I prefer these ones. These are good.
yeah.
Let's not do that because that might have been a tattoo one.
Oh,
If you could design a piece for anyone in the world, who would it be?
there's 2 people.
Okay.
There's 2 people. One is Nigella Lawson,
Nice.
and my most favourite woman on the whole entire planet, who I'd walk over hot coals for. Now you'd know who she is.
Yeah.
You would know who she is. I think you're too young. Elizabeth Hurley.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I'm too young.
They've both got a similar vibe.
There is a
Yeah.
similar,
Can someone show
there's
me
a
her?
similar style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liz Hurley.
What does she do?
She was an
Beautiful woman.
She was a struggling actress who turned up at a film premiere with her at then time boyfriend Hugh Grant, and the film was 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh, okay.
And she turned up in this Versace dress that the sides were safety pinned together,
Elizabeth Hurley.
and it was known
That's
as
how they go.
and it was known as that dress,
That
and it's
dress.
world famous, that dress.
Which is 59 and still
She's absolutely
looks incredible.
amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, Elizabeth Hurley.
That could happen.
Actually,
I reckon we could do that, Mark. I reckon we could get Liz Hurley to wear
Really?
something. I think so.
well, a few years ago, I'm a massive Steps fan.
Okay.
I'm going to confess that to the world.
Tragedy.
Love Steps. And I went to see them, not the last tour, the tour before that, and I made them all jewellery. The 3 ladies in the group, I made them jewellery, and I sent it to them. Not a word.
Really?
So I outed
Put it
them.
out there now.
So I outed them live on air on
Yeah.
JewelleryMaker, and we had so many viewers message in and saying that's disgusting.
That
They should be
is.
ashamed of themselves. It wasn't just a little piece; it was full on, amazing
Did
jewellery.
they get them? Do you know that they
Well,
definitely got
we
them?
don't know,
Oh,
do we?
okay, yeah,
So
then maybe
we don't
Well,
know.
if they did, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't get them.
But one of our viewers, lovely Alison, she won't mind me telling you, she makes jewellery for celebrities, and she loves ABBA.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you heard about
incredible,
this?
No.
Well, she made a suite of jewellery for Agneta from ABBA,
Okay.
who wore it
It was amazing.
in Stockholm.
Yeah.
They in effect, they were going to be turned. They were knights. You know, we're going to be knighted as we do over here, but the equivalent over there in Stockholm. And she wore Alison's jewellery to her investiture.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible. The photos were amazing. Yeah.
I need to see this.
No, they're brilliant. They're brilliant.
That is
JewelleryMaker Facebook
amazing.
page.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Gosh.
Go next on the questions, Ellie. Over to you. Liz Hurley.
What's your favourite thing about being on JewelleryMaker?
Oh, gosh.
Don't look at me. I can't help you with that one.
I just don't want to be overly cheesy.
That's
and
okay.
No, we like
sentimental
cheesy.
We
Really?
like cheese. Me and Ellie are quite cheesy.
Yeah.
We're cheesy here.
Well, it is the people I work. I've met some amazing people, some amazing friends. Viewers are ace. I absolutely love our viewers and the interaction you get with them. And you and I've had this chat many times, but I love doing workshops.
Yeah.
You get to actually meet the
Meet
viewers
them,
in
yeah.
person and things. I mean, Zoom's all right, but
Yeah.
It's not personal, is it?
no.
It's not the same as
so
seeing someone do something, isn't it?
yeah,
You've always said before, that, haven't you, Mark?
yeah.
It's like an incredible feeling to see someone doing something that you've showed them how to
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and the joy that they get from it.
So I've just done this Advent workshop, and I spent 5 minutes showing the viewers a foolproof way of threading a needle first time, and the feedback from that little tiny bit of information. Oh, because so many people,
Yeah.
when they're taking up seed beading, if they can't thread a needle, no, I'm not doing
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and they
Yeah.
give up.
Yeah.
And so just from inspiring somebody to pick up a needle and
I'm
thread.
just being shown once and
Yeah.
having the time that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I say this all the time, though. You don't, like, you know, because we do it every single day, and you do the smallest task, but you do it in a way that you know how, and you just assume that someone knows how to
I
do
know.
it. Like that, like throwing a needle, you just assume that someone knows exactly
Yeah.
how to do that.
Yeah.
Well, why do I? I've never. Everyone did something first,
Yeah.
once, for
No.
the first
Yeah.
time.
No, it's
Have
great.
we haven't delved into Mark's.
Love for hunky dory.
Have we done that?
Not yet.
No.
Here we
Mark's-
go.
Mark
Where
is
are you
a
getting
secret.
all this info
Mark
from?
is a secret brand advocate for. It's not so secret anymore, is it?
No, the whole world knows.
How much do you love hunky dory out of 10?
Infinity and beyond.
Oh,
So
wow.
much so that Mark goes
Yeah.
direct. Like
I
you know how when we have launches, Mark's already got that launch, or is
Have
sneaking in
you?
the
And
background.
I've got
of the
so
launch.
many secrets of what's coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple of things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
See,
Mark's
like an
like-
inside.
Mark's like a
Yeah.
mega
Yeah.
What?
hunky dory member.
There's one thing
Taps
that
up Anne Marie.
There's one
does
thing
it?
that this is going out to the world anyway, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going
well-
to people or no, Mark.
I desperately want Dan's autograph.
Do you?
Yeah, but I've
I
al-
can sort that
But
out.
I've always been too embarrassed to ask.
I can sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan's lovely.
He's one of the most loveliest men on the planet, and I just would like his autograph. But I thought that's a
Okay,
bit-
we can
that's a bit
sort that out. Should we call
embarrassing.
Dan now? Should
Be a
see
bit
if he'll answer.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
A bit embarrassing.
Oh my
wouldn't it?
gosh, yes, we can
Okay.
talk to Dan.
I'll talk to Dan.
Go
I'll
on,
call
go
him.
on, Scott, call him up.
I'll
Yeah,
get
so,
Dan's autograph for you. That's fine. It's easy.
So I tuned in to HobbyMaker on its first day,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on its inaugural launch, and
Yes.
HobbyMaker were on,
That one.
along with Sarah Davis and.
Yes, Honky Dory, Sarah Davis,
that's right,
and
yeah.
Sandra Santana.
That's
I think
right,
that was
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Those were the three.
So I bought a few pieces off Sarah,
Yeah.
who I've met twice now downstairs in the studio, and when she was on Strictly, I've got a photograph. Is it a selfie when you do that?
Yeah, selfie.
So I've got a selfie with Sarah
Yeah.
Davis that I always bring out when we meet people and
Nice.
say who I've been schmoozing with.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nice.
so I bought some products off of Sarah, and I also bought a kit of card making. It's a type of card making they do called decollage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you have lots of,
Yeah.
and I just absolutely adore it. And I have bought, and I'm not exaggerating, I have purchased every single decollage kit that has been brought to air since Hunky Dory joined HobbyMaker. Every single
Sorry,
one. I'm not
what's Hunky
exaggerating.
Dory?
Every
How
single
many?
one.
How-
And I've even gone onto eBay and bought
You got
old.
the back catalogue, haven't you? I remember you saying
Yeah,
The what, sorry?
the back catalogue. He's gone back.
because they bring a kit to air.
Yeah.
And sometimes if it sells out, they don't reprint it. But
yeah.
people buy it and then they sell it on later on eBay. So if you go onto eBay and Hunky Dory, there are thousands of products that aren't available anymore. Because Hunky Dory's been around for 15 years
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and there's so many products that you
Mark's
can get. You
picking
can
those up.
How?
sample.
See?
At a
Yeah, what
guess,
didn't you know?
how many kits do you think you have? At a guess.
I reckon it could be 600, 650.
Amazing.
Where do you store
plus
it all?
that.
Wow, he does have. He's got a storage for crash unit as well. I think that's
We
probably,
had that as
I think
that's a
only just
given,
part,
though.
Mark
Yeah.
loves you. You're a big
I've got
storage fan, aren't you?
which is the one I've got.
You got no A's? Was it
No,
no A's?
it's the
Willicum?
no Exeter, Exmouth, X something.
Okay, I can't remember which one that is.
It's like Exmoor.
It's the three.
Yeah, there's three.
Yes,
towers.
it was
one,
on the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, whether you
Yeah,
watched
I've
it
got
or
one.
not, I don't know.
Yeah. So I've got
Mark,
one of those.
you like to be organised though. Mark is very organised with
And
those.
they're the best
generally.
storage units to
Generally.
be.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Really easy to put up as well. Yeah, so
Nice.
I've got that whole unit is just hunky dory,
All of the decollage
and then I've
kits.
got 15 ring binders. Because what you buy the topper sets, and I like to separate them into their sets, and then put this into sleeves, and then put them into ring binders. And also I've got gents with sympathy, children, grandmas, all that sort of thing. So I know exactly where to go to. And they need to do more stuff for gents. I really struggle with gents cards.
Well, just take you along next time we go for a meeting with them. Take you to Hunky Dory HQ.
Oh my
You
word!
get to meet Dan himself
Down
there.
in Salford, down in Preston.
Amazing.
We'll go, yeah, we'll take you.
No, I love that.
I need to see a picture of this crafting room.
Oh, Mark's going
With
to
the-
put in some great photos.
I've probably got some.
The
on my phone, but I don't
organisation of
wanna-
it
I don't wanna
all.
We need to get
trawl
Mark on
through.
Hobbymaker. Said
Yeah.
this before. He needs to
Yeah.
do.
I've been on
Hunky
Sewing
Dory.
Street.
You need to do a Hunky Dory hour.
You do.
You need to come
Love
on.
that.
Speak to Dan
Brand
and
advocate. We'll
and
sort
do
it out.
it.
We'll get his signature, and then
Yeah.
we'll put that on a contract, and then it'll be.
Yeah.
He'll sort it out.
Wow.
And again, that's why I love Hunky Dory, because they're a family-run company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they,
His
you know,
mum's
they're
still
passionate
there,
about what they
probably,
do.
yeah.
Her mum's the editor
Mum,
of the
brother,
magazine.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
no, it's brilliant. I think
Dan
we need.
always
I think
introduces us to Mum all the time.
I think JewelleryMaker need to do a magazine.
Get the magazine back.
Like I reckon we should.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
There you go,
quarter,
Hayley.
every 3 months.
There you go. You're the You've got the best English.
I think that'd be amazing.
Giving Hayley a task right there.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
brilliant.
What's the dream, Mark? What's the next dream that you have?
Next dream is retirement. So Andrew,
Before that, before
Andrew,
that.
my other half, is just retired.
Okay.
You see, and I've got a long way to go yet.
Do you have a
but,
North Star? Do you have a moment? Do you have a retirement moment?
Mhm.
When do you think? Do
Ooh.
you have a plan?
Well, I'm going to carry on with it. Well, as long as you'll have me until I'm
course we will.
65, which is only 10 years away. Can you
Of course we
believe
will.
that? Do you know, we were in the studio this morning, and lovely Lauren
Yes, yeah.
was born in 2002.
I know, yeah.
And I'm sat there thinking,
Ellie's
not only
the-
can I be your father, but I could also be your grandfather as well.
That's
And I'm
Well,
the
you-
oldest
you
in the.
don't
do you know, I'm the oldest in the studio now.
I think
Every day.
Ellie's, what are you,
Yeah.
20?
2001.
Yeah. I know. I know. It hurts us all, Mark. It hurts us all in different ways. Like, it's
So-
like
so one
Charlotte.
of- so one
Charlotte
of
in
the,
Liam's team, when she born, like,
She's younger than me. isn't she?
2013 or something. Like.
Because one of the biggest events of my entire life was the royal wedding. Now, when I say the royal wedding, you think, which one's he talking about? But for people of my generation, the royal wedding was Princess Diana
Yes,
and Charles
Diana,
getting married.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I
so
remember Diana,
obviously you
yeah.
weren't around for that. Your mum and dad probably weren't around for that. You probably weren't. You weren't around for when we sadly lost her.
My mum and dad are older than you. So
Older than me, even. So all of our memories.
Careful.
So all of our memories, you see, they mean nothing, and it's just nobody to talk to about these.
They mean a lot. They still mean
these
a lot. Diana was
memories
wonderful.
and-
I
yeah.
remember. I feel like I knew that, but I don't. When did Diana get married? When was that married?
81.
81. So I wasn't
Yeah.
born, but I feel like I'd seen it. I think it's because it's so documented, so well documented.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
it's part of our history, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
What is What's your favourite way to unwind?
Gardening.
Gardening.
I was going to ask this question. Do you still garden?
That's still gardening.
Yeah.
We started, and we after 4 years of waiting, we took on our allotment in February. So we've got an allotment,
Nice.
and then we've got the gardens.
Awesome.
Is it more
And,
like this-
Flowers at home and then veg at the allotment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
We've
What
got
veg are you growing?
Everything. 27 things we grew this year. on our first
27?
year.
Amazing.
So we took it over, and it was horrific. This place hadn't been looked after for a couple of years, so we stripped it all back, put in raised beds, put in compost bins, redid
Yeah.
up the shed, and then we've got 5 beds. So we're doing rotation gardening because you shouldn't plant the same thing year after year.
Yeah.
So we've got our runner beans and broad beans bed, and then we've got
Very good,
potatoes, and then
very
we've got
good.
our fruit, and then we've got our cabbages and broccolis and
Incredible.
all that sort of
Wow.
thing.
Very
So this year for Christmas dinner, we were talking about it before, all of our vegetables we've grown ourselves,
Nice.
which is
That's really
amazing.
good.
We're so chuffed.
I would like to have an allotment. Adam Tyler's got an allotment.
He
you know.
does. Yeah.
He does.
Grows
Yeah,
garlic.
we talk about it all.
Yeah.
We bore people.
Yeah.
do.
He's promised that he'll bring me in
Yeah.
garlic about 3
You
times.
can imagine Adam's having an allotment though, can't you?
Yeah.
So the weekends just
Pottering
headphones
around
in,
in the
pottering
garden.
around his
Yeah.
allotment.
Yeah, so gardening during the summer, when there's daylight, and then this time of year it's either my cross stitch, which I love, that's my sort of downtime, or my Marvel. I watch Marvel films on repeat.
What's your favourite? What's your favourite?
Constantly. Endgame.
Is it? Yeah.
Do you have a favourite character?
Yeah, Captain America.
Okay.
Now, we were talking about tattoos earlier. I'm desperate for Captain America tattooed somewhere.
Do it.
Where you
But
thinking?
I'm just too old now.
I know you're not. You're never too old. Just do it.
Maybe on my
We were on about
father or
tattoos
something.
earlier, weren't we? Well, while we had a little break. Thinking so, maybe.
You've got some, have you?
Yeah, I've only got 2.
Should we get a crafting cafe one?
No, I've got 3.
Should we get a crafting cafe podcast? Little teacup somewhere.
Maybe.
Maybe. What do we need to get likes? We need to get to a certain likes number before.
Yeah,
we
if
do
you
that.
if we get like 1,000 likes, then yeah,
We'll go.
we'll do it. Yeah.
We'll do it.
And we love walking. So we try to go every weekend.
It's very good for
Yeah,
your
no, it's
good for your mind. Walking.
Yeah, it's good.
Good
Yeah.
escapism.
And we go to Lake District in Wales, and we go to Northumbria and
Whereabouts in Wales do you go?
North Pembrokeshire coast.
Nice.
That's lovely. But Lake District is our.
It's your
We had
favourite.
this dream, but we haven't had it. But we wanted to finish work and then do a B&B in the Lake District.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'd love that.
Is Andrew bored yet of retirement?
No, it's surprisingly had time for work actually.
Exactly,
Well, he's
yeah.
been doing Christmas prep the past few weeks.
Yeah.
It's all the cakes and puddings.
So it
and
might start
nibble
to feel a
bits.
little bit real in January when there's less.
When there's
yeah.
less
That's
time.
the goal.
But it's really nice now because Andrew used to work Monday to Friday. Weekends were really important for us, but they're not anymore.
Yeah.
So I can do a lot more shows in the weekend at JM, which I love working weekends
Yeah.
at JM. So
Love a
it's
Saturday
nice.
with Mark.
Yeah,
That's the best. It's good.
no, it's great
good.
fun. No, it's
Christmas
lovely.
Day again this year, aren't you, Mark?
I know.
Mm.
First time in 5 years.
You're back.
I'm back.
Mark's back on Christmas Day. Tune in, JewelleryMaker Christmas
Yeah.
Day.
And Mark's at the NEC as well.
Yeah, yeah. Had my arm twisted.
Has he agreed?
After I said
He
no.
didn't come last
And he's
time.
like, we've got it on camera as well.
You'd love it as
And
well,
I'm doing the
'cause you're so
Saturday.
crafty.
And I'm
You'd
doing
love
the
it.
Saturday.
You would love it.
Mm.
Because you're like Mr. Craft, so you would love it. Because you love paper craft, you love sewing. You would. Oh, you've got to.
Yes,
How
I'm doing
about
that in
I
March.
think Hunky Dory. Wow, I'm not going to put it out here. Dan was talking about exhibiting, so
Was
you
he?
could meet Dan then.
Mm.
You could meet Dan in March. You have a great time.
That'd be great.
Good.
That'd be
We'll look
fun.
after you. I might
Yes,
do
I'm
the
doing
Saturday.
that,
I'll do the
yeah.
Saturday with Mark. Maybe I've just said it on camera. I need to put it in my diary. Yeah, be
Do
good.
that. Yes, I'm doing that. It's all
Amazing.
good.
Thank you.
Tea or coffee while you're making jewellery?
Tea.
Always.
Always.
Wow,
tea.
there's a story behind that. So, for years and years and years, I suffered quite nasty with migraine.
Right, yeah.
And about 7 years ago now, I had all these tests done to see if I was allergic to this or allergic to that, which is causing these migraines. And the doctor suggested stop drinking coffee, go on to decaffeinated. And overnight, I've not had a single migraine. It was the coffee.
It's
So,
the
so we
caffeine.
drink decaf coffee,
Yeah.
decaf tea, and
I
not,
do.
not,
I
not had a
do.
migraine ever
Yeah.
since.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's tea. I drink a lot of tea. I do
We drink
a lot of tea.
decaf tea and coffee though.
So another thing that we love doing, our downtime, is we love us. Probably we go to garden centres, a lot of garden centres, and we always have a cup of tea or something. And when we go to the garden centre, we always have decaf cappuccino, and I don't like chocolate,
Yeah.
so we have to make sure that the waiter and the waitress, we have to tell them no sprinkles on one of
No
them.
sprinkles on. There you go.
Never,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't get
But
the
they never
sprinkles.
ask; they always
I like
just do it
sprinkles. Chocolate's
automatically.
good.
Do you?
Yeah, the chocolate on top of the
Chocolate is-
cappuccino is good. No, in
Do
Do
general.
you not like
chocolate
chocolate in general?
End of. I hate it.
Is there a
I've
reason
never liked
why?
It. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. I just
That's
don't
like me with butter. I hate butter.
Really? So you
Hate
just have
butter.
dry bread?
Yeah, hate butter.
Mark, do you still have your Friday tea? Is it Friday?
Orange
tea?
Friday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
Yeah,
I bet
What's
you
we're having
this?
it. We're having it
Good.
tonight.
It's good.
Orange Friday. We eat really healthily during the week. It's Friday
Yeah,
today,
it's
isn't
Friday
it?
today,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Orange
Yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
So we eat healthily all during the week. Lots of fresh fruit and veg, and we never buy processed food. It's all homemade stuff, apart from Friday. Where's Orange Friday?
Orange Friday.
I'm
I like a
guessing
bit of
this is
Orange
like a
Friday.
takeaway or something.
No,
Like,
it's
what?
No. So
Everything's
imagine
orange?
your dinner plate, oven chips,
Yeah.
baked beans,
Yes.
onion rings,
Yeah.
fish fingers,
Yeah, I like that.
Orange Friday.
Orange
I think
Friday.
I like that.
Ellie loves
bread and
beans.
butter,
I love baked
Bread and butter,
beans.
loads
Tommy
of butter on the
ketchup,
bread.
lots of salt.
Yeah.
Do you have ketchup and baked beans? Because I feel like it's
This
gone
is
all
a weird.
together.
They
Andrew
don't work together.
doesn't.
I
He
do.
won't. No, I don't
If you've
mind.
got baked beans, you don't need ketchup.
No,
If you've got ketchup,
Yeah.
You
No,
dip it in your baked
I'm gonna
beans.
put it out there.
Your
I
baked
hate
bean juice.
Tomato ketchup. Hate it.
Do you?
Yeah, room 101. Get it in there. Won't go.
My brother
Hate
hates
it.
tomato
I
ketchup.
like it a
Brown
lot.
sauce?
No,
HP?
no sauce. Just mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise. Which is bad
Because
for
another
you,
of my
the
weird
worst
food
one.
habit, I've got a lot of food
Boring.
hang-ups and issues
Yeah.
with food, but I don't like gravy. I don't like sauce. I don't like custard.
God.
I don't
I've had
like
the sauce thing
cream.
before, yeah.
I don't like things that you. I don't like having something
Liquid.
poured onto my meal. So,
It makes a
so
Okay.
my Christmas dinner will be bone dry,
Oh
lots of salt and
God.
pepper.
You put ketchup on it.
Oh no, not on Christmas. Not on the
Get a
meals.
bit of
Can't
baked
ruin it for
beans
another
on
day.
there.
So we talk about this quite often. If you were on death row, sorry to bring the tone down.
Yeah, bring
your,
it.
your final death row meal
Yeah.
for me will be a fish finger sandwich.
I love a fish
Really?
finger sandwich.
That would be my last
Loads
meal.
of butter so that it melts into the
Yeah.
bread.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
it's
that-
really good.
With tomato ketchup.
See, I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
mind it with tartar sauce, but I choose without. Just sort of
That's
vinegar.
right.
I don't think
butter,
I like
bread,
tartar.
Like a nice, maybe like I don't know, like a tiger bread, nice soft.
Yeah, tiger bread.
What would your
Like
last
that.
meal be?
Can it be picky? It's like a tapas
Yeah.
selection, like
Oh,
a bit of
okay.
like different
Yeah.
stuff,
Just have-
like a bit of chorizo, bit of potato
I know.
bravas, bit of
Nice.
cheeses,
What if they said no and just a normal meal?
steak,
Ah,
steak,
Peppercorn,
Yeah,
what?
peppercorn
Garlic
sauce,
butter?
steak, peppercorn
Nice.
sauce, medium.
Medium.
Yeah, medium. Why?
Oh,
steak.
gosh.
I have mine rare.
Do you?
Do you know that's like a chef's worst
What,
nightmare?
medium rare?
Oh no, you said medium.
I normally go medium rare, medium.
Okay,
Why?
changing
What's
it
wrong
now.
with medium?
Changing it up now.
What's wrong with medium?
He said medium, didn't he?
Why is that the worst nightmare? Medium.
Because you should really have it medium rare.
I think most of the time it comes medium rare when I say medium anyway.
Possibly rare. Possibly more rare.
30-second flip I have.
I
Yeah.
can't do. No, isn't
Yeah.
that blue?
Mm,
I
pretty
can't
much.
Yeah,
blue.
I couldn't do
can't
it that.
blue.
Yeah.
It's
Raw-
still no, I can't
raw
do
bit.
blue. No, no.
You
Steak
don't
if
wanna-
it was a meal.
Medium
Tapas,
steak.
Mexican, Spanish Mexican. I like Mexican. Mexican food. You like Mexican food, Ryan?
Do you know,
Lot of
last
sauce
week,
in
2 weeks
Mexican
ago,
food.
I had my first curry in a restaurant.
And what curry did you have?
No idea.
Okay.
I've no idea what I ordered. I did have these poppadom things
Yeah,
with these
nice.
little cucumber things.
Yeah.
And
That
was
And the
really
mint
nice.
sauce.
Ratty. Is it ratty?
Yeah.
Ratty. Nice.
yes, that was nice. Yeah, we don't do takeaways very often.
No.
That sort of thing.
I think my last dinner would have to be like a chow mein or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
Some
like
chicken
Chinese.
balls. Do you
Don't
know?
like the MSG.
Do you know? I
Gives me
love it.
headaches.
Um,
It's very salty and
Mm.
plays
I
my
love it.
brain.
Or a
I like
ramen dish. Love a
You
good.
like a ramen?
I do.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit slurpy though.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for coming
Is
in.
that it?
Yeah.
That was the questions,
Well,
is it?
we've got more. We can go for
don't
longer.
mind.
Just
It's up to
you know,
you.
you've got to make your orange tea.
What's
don't mind.
what's a fun fact about you viewers might not know? I mean, we've already kind of established that you've got
I didn't
secret
want to go
tattoos
there
and
just in
piercings.
case. Yeah. Is there any other secrets, Mark, that you've not revealed? Can you give us an exclusive?
What, for something that's coming up? Or
No, as
No.
in
Think about you.
something about you.
People might not know.
You have
That
an
we
orange.
haven't-
You have an orange Friday.
So so Ellie's already outed that you have tattoos,
Sorry.
but many might not know that you are a Hunky Dory fan and that you have Orange Friday. That's what we've got to so far. Is there any others?
oh gosh.
No.
I used to
feel
breed
free.
guinea pigs. Yeah, that used to sell to pet shops
Oh
There you
my
go.
god!
back in the day. I used
There
to
you
do
go.
that. Yeah.
That's good.
See that
Um,
exactly.
There you go. If you want to
I
ask that
join-
question, we'd never know.
I'm a founding member of the Ricky Martin fan club. that's another little top.
She
spot.
bangs, she bangs.
She bangs, she bangs. Yeah. Gosh, what else?
Ricky Martin.
Ricky
Do you know who
Martin's
Ricky Martin
ace.
is?
No,
Do
I
you know-
don't think so.
Living La Vida
I don't know.
Loca.
You do.
Living
Maybe.
La Vida Loca.
You don't know who Ricky Martin is?
Maybe I don't know.
Oh my god, you
Show me.
must know
You
who
must
Ricky
know.
Martin is. I'm just like
Yeah,
Googling
you
today.
must know.
I like that you used to breed guinea pigs.
Yeah, I used to breed guinea pigs. That was quite good fun.
I'd
This
love
guy.
to see a little baby guinea
Ricky
pig.
Martin.
No.
No?
No. I think I'd remember him.
Upside, inside out, living La Vida Loca.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did that song then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you
probably
did.
30 years ago. Wasn't
Yeah, this is him now and not 30 years ago.
Goodness me.
Yeah, Ricky Martin.
What a man.
it? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, a founding member. Who
Yeah, it was
you
only
set
just
it up with a
started.
few others.
Oh no, I didn't. I was one
Oh,
of the
you
first to
joined
join.
one of the first to join it.
I
Okay.
wanted his autograph. I love autographs. I've got Hugh Jackman's autograph.
Have you got autograph book or are they in different
No,
places?
in photos.
Yeah, okay.
Darth Vader's autograph. Sadly, no longer with us.
Wow.
Lovely Dave Krause, who passed away.
Is
I've
there
got his
anyone's autograph you'd like who you haven't got, other than Dan from Hunky Dory?
Well, Elizabeth Hurley's.
Okay.
We could just ask her. I
I
suppose.
think we could get these.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Is there anyone I could tap into Sarah to get for you? I could do that. Just along the way, just be like, Sarah, can you
Ali
get...
Ash.
Yeah, I was
can
going to
sort
say
out,
that.
Ali Ash. I can
You
sort
bet.
that,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Can I get one
you
too
did
then?
Ali
Yeah,
Ash,
yeah,
haven't
so
you?
I can sort that out, yeah.
When's this going out?
Depends when Liam edits it.
It'll be before June.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to think when Andrew watch it. No, so Andrew, my other half.
Yeah.
We're talking about Strictly.
Yeah.
Okay, he really loves Vito.
Oh yes,
He's
yeah.
in the final,
Yeah.
and I've booked tickets to go and see his live show
Oh,
in
amazing.
June.
Amazing.
And Andrew doesn't know.
No, that's
Yeah.
nice. Andrew, you didn't see this bit.
Yeah.
Didn't see this bit.
Yeah, this didn't
Yeah.
happen, yeah. No one tell Andrew.
Yeah, so.
Oh,
That's
so it's
exciting.
brilliant. Yes, we're good. But Ali Ash,
Okay.
I was really sad when Ali Ash left, and I was delighted
saw
when he
that.
came back again. And it's the
Well-
final on Saturday. Final tomorrow, and we can't watch it because we're going to Blenheim to do the light trail.
Oh, nice. Blenheim Light
Tomorrow.
Trail's lovely. That's
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I haven't watched this series. I haven't watched it.
No,
I watched The Jungle. Danny
I've
from
never
the
watched The Jungle.
Mm,
Clean Rooney, was she good?
She was good, apparently. Yeah.
Do you know how
For the
much she's
bits I
paid
saw.
for doing that?
I didn't see all of that bit. Saw a lot of Danny parts.
a lot, probably.
Yeah, she's the highest paid.
I think she's the highest paid ever, wasn't
Ever.
she? Yeah.
One and a
She
half.
was very good.
Mm,
Yeah, she was very good.
she was good.
Everybody from McFly always wins it.
They do.
Like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Dougie,
To be honest,
Danny,
I thought that GK
Harry.
Barry would have won it, to be honest.
She went out early.
She did, didn't she?
She only kind of certain generation, not the I'm a celeb generation.
But she
like
made
her.
friends in there, which made
But I
everyone
just don't
like
think
her.
people are voting for someone like that.
Maybe not. I don't know. Well,
GK
obviously
Barry,
not.
if you want to come on the podcast, you're more than welcome. She has a big TikTok following. Let's.
Just as a
Huge.
social media.
Yeah, she's
She is,
social media.
yeah,
She's
she's a-
huge on social media.
She
We
is.
could go on her podcast. That'd be fun.
If she
Ellie.
wanted us.
We'll go anywhere for a fiver. Will we?
Do anything for a fiver?
Andrew listens to 2 podcasts. He listens to The Rest is History.
Yes, nice. Yeah, it's good.
We went to
yeah.
see them in Bath last year.
That's very good.
Doing their live show. And
Listen to bits of
I've
it.
only just started listening to, because I'm normally too busy, French and Saunders Titting About.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
love
yeah,
to listen
yeah.
to that.
It's
Oh
very
my
good.
god.
So
Yeah.
funny.
I'm
Yeah,
going to have
that
to
is.
listen to that. I didn't
Oh
even know
my
that was a
word.
thing.
So I
Yeah.
can listen to a few episodes. It's good. It's
Oh.
good.
Where?
I'm-
On Spotify?
Some
Spotify
Apple,
and
Oh my god, I'm going to have to
Audible.
listen to that.
Amazon Audible thing, Amazon
Yeah.
Music
Yeah.
thing.
No, it's very good.
But honestly,
I love a
it's
podcast.
so
If you
funny.
drive in, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Background, it's better than music, I find. Get a bit into, feel like you're involved in something.
Mm.
Presenter Carol's been listening to a ghost story. I can't remember what it's
You
called.
like true? Is it you like
I'd
true
like that.
crime ones?
No.
Hayley.
Oh, don't. Oh,
Hayley's
this
true
is
crime.
something. This is you wanted to know something about me. Okay, you wanted to know something
Yes.
about me that
Is
nobody
it
knows.
ghosty?
No. So I've got a room in our house that I make my jewellery. I've got my desk and I've got all the jewellery. I've got all the card making stuff, and I make jewellery probably 8 or 9 hours every day. And in the background, I have true crime by a wonderful woman called Emma Kenny, who does true crime documentaries. And I sit there and I listen to serial killers and murderers and all sorts of gangster-related, all this stuff being
Yeah.
fed to me while I'm making jewellery and
That's
having a
exactly the
lovely,
same
relaxing
as Carla
time.
Bagshaw. That's what Carla does. Carla is exactly the same
Oh,
thing. Makes all
really?
pretty pictures, cards,
Yeah.
makes lovely stuff.
Listening to the most
Whilst
horrible
listening to- yeah,
stuff
yeah,
going
yeah,
on in
exactly.
the background.
It's like polar opposite sort of
Yeah.
situation.
It's
Gets
brilliant. I
the
love
creativity
So-
flowing.
Yeah, so I can now perform the perfect crime and never be caught.
Whilst crafting,
All this
I can craft
information.
perfectly.
Out on the
Just about
crafting
everything
cafe.
about- Yeah.
Watch out for
Yeah.
Mark.
There you go. Watch out for Mark.
Yeah.
If you don't use this as evidence, anyone, if Mark,
If
Mark
you're going out
goes-
if you're going out on a crime spree, don't take your phone with you.
there you go. Keep it away. They
So
know anything
many
about
people
you.
get caught with their mobile phone.
That's your phone.
Just
There you
leave
go,
your
Ellie.
phone at home.
How to be a criminal.
When you're up to it
Yeah.
the weekend,
Watch-
yeah.
watch
Keep your phone
this.
away. Keep your phone away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mark.
No,
Thank you
thank
for
you. It's
coming
been
on.
great. So if you can
It was
get me
lovely.
Dan's autograph, that'd
I'll
make my
I'll
day.
sort Dan's autograph
That's
out. Liz Hurley to her jewellery, Dan's autograph.
Ali Ash.
Yeah.
Ali Ash.
Ali
we're
Ash.
on
Get
it,
me one
we're
too,
sorted.
please, with that.
With Ali
That'd be
Ash.
amazing.
Okay, nice.
That'd be
We'll get him
amazing.
in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's been
Thank
episode
you.
9, or is episode 9 of the Crafting Cafe podcast. Mark Smith, thank you so much for joining
Pleasure.
us.
Thank
Nice,
you.
thank
all.
you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.